Hey, listen, today we're going to be talking about conditionals, and we're going to review a little bit. So I want to ask you guys some questions, all right? Which condition, first, second, or third, the if clause, it must be in the present tense?
Present or future?
Good. It's a first-class condition. The if clause has to be, I wrote it up here because that's what we're going to talk about first. So a first-class condition, is it true or untrue?
True.
It's a true situation or condition. All right? And the if clause has to be in the present. What does the result clause? It could be in either the...
Present or future?
Let's raise our hands. I know you know. I want to hear from other people. Yeah.
Future.
Could be in the future
Or present.
or the present. All right, the thing to remember about the first-class condition is we use the present tense in the result clause when we want to state something that's just a fact or that it's just true. Okay? That's when we use the present tense in the result clause. If you just want to talk about something in the future, then use the future tense in the result clause. Okay? Everybody okay? All right, here's another question. What tense is the verb in the if clause in a third-class condition? Raise your hand.
Yes.
No. Listen carefully. What tense is the verb in the if clause in a third-class condition? Megan.
Past perfect.
Past perfect. Yeah, good. What about the result clause? What formula do we use?
What?
Would
Could.
plus have
Past
plus the past participle. Nice. Okay, good. So somebody tell me what is the verb tense in the if clause in the second class condition? Raise your hand. Anybody? Anybody new? Do you know? In a second class condition. Remember the chart on 93? Yeah, what is it? Simple past. Is it true or untrue?
And true.
Untrue in what time frame? Yeah, it's untrue. A second class condition is an untrue in the present. You with me?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
The verb tense in the if clause in the second class condition is what?
Would simple past.
Simple past. The result clause? What's the formula?
Yeah, would simple
Would plus,
past.
not simple
No,
past,
Has.
would plus base form. Okay? And it's all on the chart on page 93 that we put up yesterday. Okay, so hey, let's take a look. Specifically, right now we're looking at the first class. It's true in the present or future. Okay? Over here you got the if clause. These are nice. They're always in the present tense. Okay, the if clause. All right, so who did number one? Okay, read number one in the book, the question.
If it's called tomorrow, what are you going to wear to class?
Okay.
I wrote, if it's called tomorrow, I'm going to wear a coat and sweater to class.
Hey, nice. So you'll notice in the if clause, what tense does he use?
Baseball.
Not the
Future.
base-
Future.
Yeah, he uses the present, which is right, okay? And then over here, I'm going to wear,
Future.
yeah, it's actually a future because of the, I am going to. Okay, good job. Who had number two? Number two, go ahead.
If it's cold, what do you usually wear? If it's cold, I usually wear a sweater.
Good. So he uses the what tense?
Present.
Present tense. And then over here, what does he use?
Present.
Present. And he's just stating a fact, right? When it's cold, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is just a fact. Okay. Number three. Go ahead, number three. Go ahead, Ahmed.
If we take a fish out of water, it will die.
Okay, good. Read the statement in the book.
Fish can't live out of water. If you take a fish out of water, what will happen?
Yeah, so he put, if, you can say we, it's okay. If we take a fish out of water, good, what tense? Present. It
Will
That's right. Good job. Let me ask you a question on that one. Is that one more about a fact, or is it more about the future?
Fact.
Fact.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I hear people say this all the time, but this is just a fact of nature. So I would probably, I'd probably put this in the present.
Yeah.
If we take a fish out of water,
It's
It dies.
it dies.
Yes.
That's probably the best answer, really, okay? 4. Who had 4?
If I want to learn English faster, what should I do? If I want to learn English faster, I should practice more than once.
Good. If I want to learn English faster, I should practice. Good, just get an E on there. All right, there. I should practice more than once a day. Nice. Let's see. Once. Okay. Good. So everything's cool with that one. Who had 5?
Yes. Tell me what to do, where to go, and what to accept if I visit your hometown as a tourist. I'm sorry, I mixed up, but if I visit your...
If, because you're answering.
Yeah.
If.
If you visit
Good.
my hometown, you would shop.
I would say, probably instead of would, I would say you should. I would say you should shop. All right? Would,
In the past. No, why we need to add should.
because of the meaning that it gives it, he's saying that it's something you should do, as opposed to would. Would, I don't know, you can say it both ways, but should sounds better because you're telling them that's something that's important to do when you're there. So should sounds better to me.
That's right.
Yep, okay. And I think it's worth noting, by the way, in the result clause, you guys will notice you can use the future, okay? You can use the present, simple, I'm sorry. You got future, and then down here we have the present tense. And then you'll notice a nice example of the modal here. What does he use over here? Yeah, the modal here. It's possible to use the modal there. Okay? And they mention that in the grammar section. You can turn that off. That's okay.